Bruno Mars. The name alone brings a sound, a rhythm, and an energy we all recognize. But behind the hit records, the dazzling dance moves, and the stadium-shaking performances is a story few people truly know. Today, we're taking you deep into the life of Peter Hernandez, the man who would become Bruno Mars, uncovering the journey of a child star, a musical prodigy, a perfectionist, and ultimately, a global icon. This is not just the story of a singer. It's the story of a boy from Hawaii who turned childhood dreams into superstardom through hustle, heartbreak, and pure musical genius. Bruno Mars was born on October 8, 1985, in Honolulu, Hawaii, into a deeply musical family. His father, Peter Hernandez, was a percussionist from Brooklyn with Puerto Rican roots. His mother, Bernadette San Pedro Bayo, was a Filipina singer and hula dancer. Music wasn't just in the house. It was the heartbeat of the family. From the moment Bruno could walk, he was immersed in sound. By age 2, he was already mimicking Elvis Presley. At 4 years old, he was performing regularly with his family's band in Waikiki, bringing crowds to their feet with his spot-on Elvis impersonations. He wasn't just a novelty act. He was electrifying. His timing, his charisma, even as a toddler, it was clear that something extraordinary was happening. While many child performers fizzle out with age, Bruno's story took a different turn. His early fame didn't come with riches. In fact, when his parents divorced, things took a turn for the worse. Bruno, along with his siblings, lived in a small one-room building, sometimes with no electricity or hot water. He described those years as tough, but never traumatic. Instead, he remembers it as a time that built character. He was surrounded by love, family, and music. Despite the hardship, he always felt like he was exactly where he needed to be. Those experiences stayed with him. They grounded him, gave him resilience, and kept him focused when fame finally arrived. As he entered adulthood, he realized that being named Peter Hernandez came with assumptions, especially in the music industry. Executives wanted to mold him into a Latin genre artist, something that didn't align with his sound. So he reinvented himself, taking the name Bruno from a childhood nickname, after Bruno Sammartino, the pro wrestler his dad thought he resembled, and adding Mars because, as he said, he wanted something out of this world. It was clever, strategic, and powerful. He refused to be boxed in by heritage, genre, or industry labels. Bruno Mars wasn't hiding his roots. He was expanding them into something universal. In 2013, Bruno suffered a devastating loss. His mother, Bernadette, passed away suddenly from a brain aneurysm at just 55 years old. The loss shattered him. For Bruno, his mother was more than a parent. She was the emotional core of his life and the person who had believed in him from the start. He has called her death the most difficult moment of his life, saying that everything changed from that point on. He became even more driven. Every performance, every song, every Grammy win, he said he does it for her now. Bruno Mars is often praised for his showmanship, but few people understand how hard he works behind the scenes. He's not just the singer. He's the producer, the songwriter, the bandleader, and the tireless perfectionist. Collaborators say he rehearses until every beat, every movement, and every lighting cue is flawless. He once said, "If I'm going to be on stage, it has to be perfect. That's what the fans deserve." This pursuit of perfection isn't just about ego. It's about legacy. Bruno Mars sees himself in the lineage of artists like Prince, Michael Jackson, and James Brown, entertainers who left everything on the stage. He aims to do the same. But even legends make mistakes. In 2010, just before his breakout success, Bruno was arrested for cocaine possession in Las Vegas. He was young, reckless, and caught off guard by the consequences. Instead of spiraling, he took responsibility. He called it a wake-up call, fulfilled all legal requirements, and came back more focused than ever. Within a year, he was dominating the charts with hits like Just the Way You Are and Grenade. He turned scandal into fuel, using it to push harder, aim higher, and prove that he wasn't going to waste his second chance. Today, Bruno Mars is a multi-platinum, Grammy-winning artist with billions of streams. He's headlined the Super Bowl halftime show, He's sold out arenas around the world. And with his Silk Sonic project alongside Anderson .Paak, he proved he's not done evolving. But perhaps most importantly, he's never forgotten where he came from. Bruno continues to honor his heritage, uplift his family, and deliver music that connects across cultures, generations, and genres. He may call himself Bruno Mars, but at his core, he's still Peter from Honolulu, the kid who sang Elvis, dreamed big, and never gave up. So next time you hear one of his hits, remember, there's a deeper story behind every note. A story of family, loss, resilience, and an unshakable belief in music. If you've ever been moved by Bruno Mars' voice or inspired by his journey, leave a comment below. What part of his story surprised you the most? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because more stories like this are coming soon.